Hey gamblers, welcome back to Shoulda Cashed Out. We're back at the craps table. And today I'm finally showing one of our best light side crap strategies. It and cornerstone press are the two best light side strategies I have in my arsenal. So I've already shown you all the cornerstone press. Now this is the Texas two-step. Okay. I have won a ton of money over the years using this strategy. So let me show you how it works. I'm excited to show you all this one. Start that 110 inside. 20 on the 10. 20 on the 4. All right. This is a two-hit regress strategy. So it's an in, out, down. Okay, so let's look at the scenarios. We win 35 on the inside number. We're going to take 15 and press the 4. We're going to take 15 and press the 10. Just put the extra nickel in the rack. The next hit, say it's an inside, $35, right? So we now have $70. Dealer, bring me down. Take me to 66 inside. Or you could go 64 across. Okay? Regardless, you've got $70 to work with. Personally, I go 66 inside. All right? But what if we get an inside number and then we press the 4 and 10 by $15 and then we hit a 10? So that $35 is going to pay $70. So now we have $105 to work with. So we can go 88 inside, 96 across. We could stay at 110 and be out $5, or we could do an iron cross. Okay? The last scenario is we hit a 4 or a 10, win $40. Then we hit another 4 or 10. Now we have $110. At that point, you want to just go 110 inside, completely paid for. So that's the plan. I'm really excited to show you all this. It is amazing. And it's safe. We have a $1,000 bankroll. $150 initial bet, but 2 hits, we're out of the hand. Okay? Here we go. There's the hard 10. All right, the bets are working. I got the blue dice today, something different. 2 on 3. I think I got these from, the D. I got them from the D. Here we go. 6, 4, 10. That's the point. All right, that's going to win $40. We'll pay it in red. There's 30, 40. We're going to press the 4 by 15. Press the 10 by 15. Rack 10. Pucks off. Here we go. 617. 617. Hard 8. All right. Looking for one more hit. 639. We got it. All right. We can pay it normal. So we won 40 and 35. So we'll just go 66 inside. So dealer, take me to 66 inside, please. You got it. The greens go back to the rack. We'll grab all this. 1, 2, 3. As you're watching these strategies, think about what's your favorite light side strategy or your go-to light strategy, and try to play along and see how it does against, and it's not just against my strategies or whatever. It doesn't matter who you're watching. There's the 4-2-6, but play along with your best light side strategy versus what you're seeing. All right, so that's going to pay 21. What we're going to do here, we're going to go straight to 42. So I'm going to drop the dealer $3. Okay? So that's 24 plus the 18, 42. Okay? So we're going to pull all this back to the bank. I like to get aggressive once we're out of the hand. You could slowly press that up if you wanted to, but I want to get aggressive, and I'm going to collect $50 off that next hit. No, I'm not. 617. That's okay. We were out of the hand. We made profit. But can you say the same about your other light side strategy that you're playing along in your head or whatever? Because we only hit 3 numbers. That's something you got to think about. We only hit 3 numbers. So here we go. There's the midnight. 6-5, yo. 549. All right, 110 inside. There we go. All bets are set. 426. Pay it in red. There's 30. 5. Press the 415. Press the 1015. Pull back a nickel. One more hit. 325. There's our second hit. Dealer taking me to 66 inside. Sorry, this part is kind of tedious. You can scale this up or down. You can scale it all the way to bubble craps level. I'm going to get 10 whites. There we go. That's 10 whites. Yeah, you can scale it all the way down to bubble craps level. And I'll show that in a later video. And I'll show this at different levels too, because there may be high rollers that want to do it at the quarter level for a quarter table. 314. 426. It also works great on a $10 table too. All right, so we're going to drop $3 and go to 42. Hopefully that makes sense. Page 21, we drop 3 for 24. 24 plus 18, 42. All right, there's 21. What we're going to do here, I'll pay it out the first time so y'all can see. There's 21. We're going straight to 35. So we'll rack that. That goes to 35. All this goes to the bank. All right. Try to keep it things moving efficiently. There's the 6. Perfect. It pays 49. We'll drop $1 for 50. We're collecting that one. Okay, looking good. Next hit, we'll take it to 90. 628. Okay, I need 5 whites. There we go. I'm going to drop the dealer 3. Take me to 42, please. Right there. That makes it super easy on the dealer. Just drop him $3. Take me to 42. Here we go. 6, 4, 10. And we could add the 4 and 10. You could add the 4 and 10 if you wanted to later. If you see that they're rolling. See, there's the 10. So you know what? I'll drop 15 on the 10 since it's rolling. 5, 4, 9. All right, that's the point. We're going straight to, it pays 21. So there's the 1. We're going straight to 35. So the 1 goes in the rack, and we're all set. I hope that makes sense. If not, just let me know in the comments if going fast like that isn't really, you're not really able to follow. Maybe you're new to craps and you're trying to learn. So if I'm going too fast on these presses and it doesn't really make sense, just let me know in the comments and I can slow down. It's not an issue. 617. Well, at least we got the 1 hit on the 6. We had everything locked and loaded. We had everything ready for a long roll. You can never get stuck on one number. That's when you can just really hammer down. Looking at our rack, let's get 100 in red. Okay, and that'll fill this whole chip tray. There we go. It just makes it easier to tell where our bankroll is. So we're up about 35, 40, about 45 bucks. $45. And we could have just blew the door off the hinge if we would have hit those numbers that we had pressed up a couple times. That's all right, 639. All right, let's get our 110. This is one of those strategies that you're not going to make a ton of money unless you get that super hot roll. But you could grind out smaller wins by pressing smaller, if that makes sense. So there's 30, 5. Three, 2, 5, we're out of the hand. So a 2-hit strategy. There's 35. Dealer, take me to 66 inside, please. I said I'll show different levels for different table minimums. It just seems like everywhere mostly is like $15 tables. I need 5 whites. I know Choctaw, where I play the most often, is a $15 table. And WinStar is a $10 table. But it's always so packed. It's hard to get on at the table there. All right, so that's going to win 21. We're going to drop 3. Dealer, take it to 42. All right. You can just get stuck on that 6 for a little while. 639, that's the point. All right, we're taking that to 35. So it pays 21. There's the 1. And then we're going to take it there. Get rid of that. That goes in the rack. Hopefully that makes sense. Again, if not, I can change how I do it for the next few videos. 3, 2, 5. We're on the 5. We need 6s and 9s. 6, 9, 6, 9. Yo, 11. 3, 2, 5. The fever. All right, same thing. Pays 21. Dealer, take it to 35. All right, coming out. 6-5 yo. 5-4-9, Nina. Oh, that was off because we hit the point. Point is now 9. Sorry. Here we go. 3-2-5. Excellent. Pays 49 or 50 for 1. Collect. $6-3-9, Nina. 50 for 1. Collect. I like collecting 50s on my 42s and 35s, and then I'm going to go to 75, 75, 90, and 90. And from there, I'm going to press these by 75s and these by 90s. Okay? That's how I like to do it. It's just personal preference. All right. There we go. 5-1-6. All right. I don't have any whites, so I'll pay it out normal. So 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 49. That way I can get some whites. Looking at our rack, we're up 150, 180, 185, 190. We're up 190 plus all of this, which is probably another $100. So we're up almost $300. Midnight. 4-2-6. Drop $1 for 50. Dealer, take it to 90. So after this shooter, we'll stop. Count up our monies. 5-1-6. We've got black action. 105. Racket. Midnight. Yo 11. This strategy is designed to keep you in the game and preserve your bankroll until you get that hot roll, which is perfect because you could play a very long time. There's a hard 6 with this strategy. That's going to win 105. Dealer, take me to 180. There we go. And that's what I like to do. That's my personal preference. So I'll collect the 210, and then the next one, I'm going to press it by $180. So we'll go to 360. 538. Pays 21. We're going to drop $3, go to 42. It's so much fun when you get out of the hand in 2 hits and you're just playing with the profits. Nice and relaxed, not stressed. 325. So we've collected on that 5, so we're going to 75. That goes to the bank. 5s and 6s. Let's go. 6, 4, 10. We're keeping an eye on that 10. If it's hitting the 4 starts joining the party, we'll add them. They're not ready to join the party just yet, but we're keeping an eye on them. So, okay, it's starting to join the party. So let's go 15 on the 10. He's wanting to show up. He's knocking on the door. Midnight. That was almost the 10 again. It barely flipped. All right, the 4's showing up. They're just showing up to the party a little late, so we'll add them in. We'll add them to the guest list. 549 Nina. That's the point. Dropping $1 for the old 5-0. Like Vanilla Ice rolling in the 5.0. That goes to 75. I don't know. Maybe y'all don't know about the old Mustang 5.0 with the top down so his hair can blow. The girlies just stood by waiting to say hi. No. Anywho. All right, hard 4. See, 4s and 10s showed up to the party. They're like, don't leave us out. Don't forget about us. Aces. 4, 2, 6. That is a collect, folks. That's 210. 180. Pays 210. Next one's going to 360. 6, 4, 10. It's going to pay 27. We'll just change out those reds for that green and rack the rest. 6, 2, 8. That's going to pay 50. We haven't collected on that 8, so that's a collection. We could hammer down on that 8, though, since we're way up, but we'll stay disciplined. 6, 2, 8. Woulda, shoulda, coulda, huh? That's all right. So that's going to pay 50. Now we're going to hammer down. Goes to 90. Sixes and 8s. 5s. We've got everything. Any inside numbers giving us black chips. All parties must come to an end. The 4-3. How much money do we have out here? I ain't going to count the reds. What we got? There's 100. There's 200. 300. 400. 425 plus the reds. Maybe like 450 or so. All right. So, great run. Let's count up where we're at. Started with $1,000. So we absolutely crushed it. So we know that's a full stack of 500. That's a full stack of 100. There's our starting bankroll. Profits, there's 300. There's 100. There's 100. Let me get 2 blacks. There we go. What do we got here? So 2 greens. There we go. And then, so I have to go back and look, but I bet that was a 20 to 25 roll because we're at 550 and 20, 570. And like I said, it's consistent. If you can get between the 20 to 25, you're going to win between $500 and $700. So I hope y'all like this. And I'm not joking or BSing y'all when I say this is one of my best light side strategies that I have in my toolbox, okay? This and Cornerstone Press are the best I have to offer, okay? As of right now, I'm sure certain strategies get developed, tweaked, and then you create something new, and then there might be something better. But right now, if I'm going to the casino and I'm playing light side strategy, I'm playing the Texas two-step or I'm playing the Cornerstone Press if I'm wanting to play light side, okay? So I hope y'all enjoyed it. I hope y'all learned something. And till next time, be excellent to each other, and please like and subscribe.